Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for March. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating, Aquarius, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Four of Wands. You have the Hierophant. And coming out together, we have the Sun in reverse along with the Four of Cups. Interesting. All right, so Aquarius, it's almost like I'm seeing you moving into a commitment of some sort, but still thinking about someone from the past, someone that was a missed opportunity. You don't know what's going on with them. It could have been somebody that you feel like caused a lot of unhappiness. It's like this energy of you having given and given and given and feeling unseen by that person. Because they were either focused on some third-party energy or something else that was in their past. And I feel like that made you really unhappy. So there's a sense of happiness, but your mind is going back towards something or someone else here. Some of you could be, asking someone that you highly respect for advice with regards to this as well. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer sign. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have Judgment. Interesting. So this person that's in your energy, I feel like this could be somebody who's a little bit younger than you, or maybe just not as mature as you are. But this is somebody, it looks like a new person, somebody that you're in a new commitment with of some sort. With the Moon here, this person is, feeling like, okay, there could be something here that they don't know about, that there's some secrets being held, and it has to do with a reconciliation. So I have to tell you, if you're involved with somebody else, this person is intuitively picking up that you're thinking about someone else here from the past and wondering if you're going to reconcile with that person. So let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. They may feel you're keeping secrets. King of Cups, there's love here. Yeah, there's definitely love here. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. Very strong Cancer, by the way. Yeah, let me see. There is love here, but on both sides. And I do feel like this person does make you happy. Let me see what's affecting this connection. King of Wands reversed and the Eight of Swords. All right, so this person's worrying. They're worried. They feel like you're keeping secrets from them. Yeah, I feel like with the King of Wands, though, in reverse, you're not taking any action towards, this person that is on your mind. I don't see you intending to do that whatsoever. But this person is worried that you may. They're worried that it's almost like they're feeling your energy is drawn towards someone else. So but I see you being happy with this person. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Yeah, Ten of Wands reversed. So it's going to be resolved. This problem here is going to be resolved. And I feel like it's going to be resolved in a way that is going to end this cycle. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. That's underlying energy, Aquarius, and that tells me that you went through an extremely painful ending. And I do feel like you were very unhappy. You felt very unseen by someone. And I feel like that, you know, that person is still somehow on your mind, even as you're moving into a new connection. So let me clarify your reading. You may have even been married to that person. Could be in counseling. Let me see. Why is the Four of Wands here? Yeah, the Tower and the Three of Cups in the reverse. All right, so some of you, like I said, you may have been married to this person that you had a very painful connection or painful ending with. I do feel like you are not intending to reconcile with that person, but they're still in your energy. And the person that you're involved with now feels that. They're feeling it. It's almost like your energy is pulling back. And I do see that you love this person. There was a lot of unhappiness that you experienced and a tower moment with this painful ending. But now it looks like you're moving into another connection. And you don't have intentions on taking action towards this previous person. There could be some sort of tower moment that's occurring between you and your new person now. All right, we have the Six of Wands and we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you've had options here. You may even have the option of returning back to someone here from your past. But I feel like you're intent on making this connection work. And that's why you're not taking action. However, you know, there's still a sense of confusion that is here. Because you do have these options. Let me look at the bottom energy. I feel like you want this new connection to work, but you're resolving some issues with someone here from your past in some manner. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Strength card, and you have the Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, you dealt with somebody here in the past that was a bit of a player. It was an on-again, off-again connection. It's currently off, and I do feel like you don't even talk to this person. This person made you really unhappy. They made you feel unseen, and I feel like you strongly want this connection to work. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself. Like I said, some of you have been in counseling or talking with somebody that's brought you a lot of clarity, brought it out of confusion and into clarity. And I feel like you've weighed up the pros and cons because I see you having an option of returning to this past person or, you know, staying in this commitment with this new person. And I do feel like you're going to choose to work things out with this new person because you do want it to be successful. Let me see. I'm wondering if somebody from your past you may have run into them, you know, at a wedding or some social event or just out. Let me look at this new person's energy. Spirit, why is the Page of Wands here for the person in Aquarius energy? All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords reversed, and we have the King of Wands reversed. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. Yeah, this person, I think that they are aware that you're not taking action because King of Wands reversed, King of Wands reversed. They are aware that you're not taking action, but it's still keeping them up in their head somehow because they don't know if you're not telling them everything or if that person's going to pop back up in your energy again. So it's causing them to want to move very slow. They're wanting to move slow because they just don't know, you know, especially if you were dealing with a fire sign. They're trying to make sure that they don't get hurt is what it is. Let me see why the Moon is here. There's almost this energy that they feel like you might not be as transparent with them about this situation as they want. Yeah, they feel you're keeping secrets. The High Priestess, and the King of Cups. So they're trying to protect their heart, Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, very strong Scorpio energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, though. Yeah, they're worried because they literally do love you very much. And they're afraid that you might be keeping secrets. So it's causing a lot of anxiety for them. And it's almost like they're saying, okay, well, Aquarius has told me that they're not doing anything with this person, that, you know, that person maybe showed up and I'm aware of this, but, you know, Aquarius is not taking any action towards them. But at the same time, they're like, but is Aquarius telling me everything? Are they going to get back together with this person? All right, why is Judgment here? So they're trying to make a judgment call, and whereas they may have been moving more rapidly towards you in the past, they have definitely slowed their roll a little bit. All right, yeah, 10 of Swords. Now that's in your underlying energy, and the Queen of Wands. They're questioning, are you going to get back together with that person? Because it looks like this was a very fiery connection. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. I feel like this was a highly sexual, but this person was in and out. It was just definitely a very fiery connection. It ended painfully, though. And I feel like this person is questioning whether or not you plan to get back together with that person. Okay, so Aquarius isn't taking action right now, but are they going to in the future? Let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. Ace of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Swords. Yeah, so you're open to talking to this person, but you're basically saying, so I see a Tower moment that happened. Now, the two of you do have strong feelings and emotions, but you're basically saying, look, I don't want to talk. I'm going to talk about this now. I'm telling you the truth. I don't intend to get back together with this person. Them showing up, you know, actually caused a big uproar in my life. And they're saying to you, okay, well, I got to protect myself a little bit here. You know, is it really over? Is it done? There could have even been a breakup between you and this person. And if that's the case, they are slowly moving back towards you. I do feel like you're defending your position here, though. And I do feel like you cut this other person out of your life pretty solidly. So you ended that, and you feel like, okay, I'm not taking action towards them. You know that. You know this is ended. So why are you hassling me about this? Let me see what's affecting the connection. Because this person fully does believe that it's possible that you're slowly moving back together with this person. And they're trying to protect their heart. Yeah, I see a breakup. 2 of Cups reversed. And if not, it's a pretty bad argument. 9 of Swords reversed. And the 3 of Wands. Okay, so the two of you are definitely not on the same page. I do see you being very defensive about this because you want this to work out with this person. And I do feel that you're basically saying, look, I haven't done anything inappropriate here. I haven't moved towards this person whatsoever. I want this to work out between the two of us. So you're trying to, you know, basically decrease their fears. You're trying to basically, you know, relieve their anxiety regarding this situation. I do feel that this person, they're in a waiting energy. They're waiting for this to come back together. They're waiting for you to express your feelings and emotions towards them. But at the same time, they're worried that in the future, they're going to find out differently. They're going to find out that there's things that you haven't told them, that you've concealed, and that it's just going to lead to, you know, a breakup or, you know, this ending. So let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Aquarius. Show me the outcome for Aquarius. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. That's good. That's good. This is, so Aquarius, this is somebody that you are ideally suited for. It's a divine connection. So you are ideally suited for them. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this person literally is in love with you. They feel like you are their divine couple. They want to work things out with you. And I do feel, I will say they do have a little bit of codependent energy here. But they feel like if Aquarius isn't telling me everything, if Aquarius still has some hidden feelings for this person from the past, and this person pops up in their energy, I'm afraid that Aquarius is going to, you know, go back together with them, and I will be devastated because I love Aquarius. That's what they're saying. So they're guarding their heart. Do they love you? Absolutely. But I also feel like you have already made your decision. You've made your decision that you love this person. So I see you basically, even though you're a bit defensive initially, I see you basically coming in and, you know, clearing up any confusion because you do want this to be successful. And I also feel that you feel this person is your person. You're, you know, it's a divine couple here. And so I just feel like you may be offended that this person is questioning you when you've actually not done anything. But I do see this moving to a more peaceful place. I see you moving together with this person. It's a choice that you've made, and you did have the option. And I do see you resolving the problems with this person because there's love here. There's genuine love here. So I do feel like you will work this out. Bottom of the deck, we have the World card in reverse. And this does tell me that this is not over here. You've hit a you know, bump in the road, but I do see you working this out because at the end of the day, the two of you do love each other. So let me pull an oracle, see if we can get some further advice for you, Aquarius. All right, so your card is Peaks of Joy, number 33. Now, it's in the reverse. In this deck, we do read reversals. So let me read that for you. Okay, so Peaks of Joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Now, in the reversal, it says, do you rely too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are? Perhaps you say, I'll be happy when I meet the right lover, make the right amount of money, reach my ideal weight, and so on. Why wait to arrive at the perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight? This is a day for joy. Take a walk, listen to the songbirds, scratch a kitty's head, play with a dog, look at a baby, and be in awe of life, which leads to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, know that you are love, and namaste.